I'm Camden from Fort Worth, Texas.
And I'm Mitch from Westfield, New Jersey.
And this is Big Apple Benches and Bleachers,
a father-son sports podcast.
My problem is that we're not coaching well. I don't think that Mike Brown is showing that he is doing what we brought him to do, which is be better than Tibbs. We would have walked the fucking Hawks if Tom Thibodeau was the coach. And yeah, Jalen and they would all be fucking exhausted because they'd be the 5 highest minutes per game players in the league.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Benches and Bleachers, a father and son sports podcast. Hey, Cam, how's it going from Fort Worth, Texas?
It is good this week in Fort Worth. Actually, it was very hot today. By the time I left work, it was about 106 degrees on the car.
Are you serious?
100%. Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, it was so cold this morning. I had to wear a jacket and undershirt on, and it's been raining and crappy all week. It's going to be cold, so I'm not happy, and I can be jealous of you.
Well,
okay.
You only have to be so jealous because speaking of sports, Saturday night, I got a notification, like an Amber Alert type pop-up on my phone at 1 a.m. saying that there was, let me see exactly what it said. It says, National Weather Service, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for this area until 1:30 a.m. CDT for destructive baseball-sized hail. Take shelter in a sturdy building away from windows. People and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Not may, will be severely injured.
Right.
Baseball-sized hail. That's nuts.
I know, but you're not parking outside anymore, right? You're in a parking garage?
That's not what I'm worried about. All night, Saturday night, it sounded like somebody was throwing eggs at my windows.
All right, but
crazy.
I did ask you one thing to look into it. I don't know if you did yet, but what did I say that you need to know if it happens in Texas? If you get a warning,
I looked into it.
Okay, so what are you gonna do if we get a tornado warning?
So we were talking about how there was a tornado warning in Fort Worth the other day, and he said, "What are you supposed to do if there's a tornado?" And I said, I don't know. And he said, well, maybe you should figure that out before a tornado hits, and you need to know the answer. Right. So the answer to the question is the closest to the center of your home. That meaning the farthest away from windows. So in my case, my closet is through my bathroom. So I would go into the closet and close the door, and that would be a good, safe place to
even if but if the building collapses, then what happens?
I'm fucked. What do you mean?
Okay. Well, I guess if you're in a house, though, it's different, right? Because you'd go down to the basement or whatever, and you'd be protected. But in a building, they don't have a shelter or anything in the building?
The shelters in the buildings in the warehouse at work are all the bathrooms.
Oh, okay. They're built that way?
Yeah. People say, I heard mixed accounts today. Someone told me that they did a study. They worked at a warehouse years ago where something happened where people got injured because of a tornado. And they did a study and found that the safest place was the center of the warehouse.
Which is where the bathrooms are?
No, it's just the farthest from any wall or
right, of course, because you figure if the tornado rips the thing out, the last thing to go is the middle.
And then another person told me that they worked at a warehouse where a tornado ripped through the center of the whole warehouse. And so if you're in the center, you're kind of fucked. So I don't know. But all I know is bathroom is the closest place away from a window. So in work's case, it's bathroom. Here, it's a closet. But
so as long as you're good. By the way, I'm drinking a little coffee tonight. I got a little IU mug working there. So
I got a little New York Knicks.
I got a little Jalen Brunson going
there
on here.
Go. And
right. So tell me about that. You went to see something this weekend, right?
I went to Gas Monkey Garage this weekend. For anybody who is into cars like I am, they have a crazy YouTube channel. They build nuts cars. They just built a 6x6 Ferrari Testarossa.
Right. With you said 2 back rear axles, right? So it's like
stupid. Richard Rawlings is a nutcase in the best way.
Talented guy.
Yeah, and so I went to look at like some of the cars, and they had a merch shop, so I got a cool T-shirt. It's got a cool.
All right, cool. And you're sending me a bottle opener for the bar, right? We'll hang it up there.
Yep.
Maybe we'll put it right. Maybe we'll put it right here.
There you go.
Okay, so we're going to talk about two things today. Everybody knows with the NFL draft, we want to talk about that because the Giants got a very good rating, although so did the Jets with their picks. And we'll talk about the NBA playoffs. So why don't we start with the draft?
All right. So I think that there are two aspects of the draft that we want to highlight. Okay. We want to highlight the New York Giants, of course, our team.
Yes.
And we want to highlight the Indiana Hoosiers. And in doing so, we'll also probably highlight the New York Jets because they had a Hoosier
They
Hall.
picked two. I know.
But
I love it.
I would love to talk about the draft. I think that it was very exciting to see our boy Fernando go first in the NFL draft. I know a lot of people.
But no surprises there. I mean, that was expected.
No, I know. But there was a lot of people that were saying things like, well, maybe Fernando's not good enough or he shouldn't be the first pick. It's a reach. There's a lot of good players. So right. I was happy to see him go first in the NFL draft. Huge congratulations to Fernando Mendoza. If you see this at some point, years from now, we want you on this podcast.
Please come on our show. We're just building it up. And by the way, I think if you look at their draft class, they kind of drafted around him, right? So they were kind of picking players that can be part of his supporting cast. Interestingly enough, Cam, I pulled up on CBS Sports app, which did the whole thing with the draft and everything. And they gave Fernando an A, the pick, an A. The Jets took David Bailey and they gave him a C-. And in fifth place, the Giants' first A+, they gave to Arvell Reese because they said, and I'm going to quote them, it says, the Giants have just become the scariest edge rushing group in the NFL, and it's truly not going to even be close.
Easily. Yeah. Let's talk about the edge rush
packages group. Are going. Yeah. Go ahead.
We got Arvell Reese now. Absolute beast. I don't know about his IQ. He had a 0.4 GPA in high school.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, they got him through college. The reason that
he had a decent GPA in college is probably because they were taking like intro to zoology at Ohio State. We love you, Arvell. We love you. Please be a Giant. Play your heart out.
Right.
We got Brian Burns, Spider-Man, beast.
Yep.
Okay. We got Kayvon Thibodeau, beast.
He is.
I mean, that's a nuts three, and of course, Abdul Carter. So
I think Sexy Dexy's going to miss out. He wanted to leave. They want a bigger contract. He didn't stay. So
Dad,
he was the middle of the line anyway. Yeah,
talking to some coworkers, Sexy Dexy was the #1 rated pass rusher in the league last year.
That's why he wanted more money. No, but Dexter Lawrence is a beast. He was on I think the first or second Clemson national championship team.
Yep.
And he was our first pick that year, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's great. But look, John Harbaugh's got his own, has his own plans with the team. And I think he's trying to build, he's got some really good offensive people. We picked another wide receiver. I wish we picked D'Angelo Ponce, but we picked this kid from Tennessee.
Oh,
I guess
no,
we'll do some
Dad.
research on him.
He looks awesome. It's Hood you're talking about. He's a beast, and he's much bigger than Ponce.
Yeah. No, he is taller than Ponce. And look, it's not that we hate the Jets. We're just not Jets fans. They picked up two really good guys. Your favorite, Omar Cooper Jr. We both have T-shirts, and we both saw him catch that ball in the end zone at Penn State.
Yep, we did.
I think they're going to do real well with D'Angelo Ponce. I was surprised with the fact that they didn't grab another quarterback. I don't. Maybe they're kind of waiting until next year to see who comes out or whatever. No, the Jets.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
they need a quarterback.
They knew that they were trying to build other things right now and let Geno play a little.
Who's their quarterback? Geno. Yeah, Geno. He's at the twilight of his career, so they obviously have other plans to get through. Maybe they want Arch Manning. Maybe they want some of the other guys next year. But
let's switch.
I'm surprised they didn't take somebody in a later round.
To the Giants for a moment.
Sure. So do you have their whole class, the Giants class? They got an A, by the way. If you look at the breakdown.
Yeah, I saw the grades. We got the highest grade in the league.
No, Cleveland Browns got the highest grade in the league.
Really?
I've seen that on a couple different lists. Yeah. It's saying that they've got the most complete draft
Wow.
of
I'm
any
impressed.
team out there.
I'm impressed.
And they're built for immediate success. Giants are second. Giants got an A. Cowboys got an A minus.
So, I saw a thing the other day that I think you'll really appreciate.
Yeah.
And it was a post and it said John Harbaugh is trying to recreate the magic that the Giants had in their last Super Bowl. Okay?
I believe that.
That's because back then the Giants had a franchise quarterback in Eli Manning.
Yep.
A beast, stocky running back, number 44, Ahmad Bradshaw.
Yeah.
And they had a trio of pass rushers.
They did. They did. Well, the Giants
historically. You know who those were?
Under Eli? Now you tell me. Well, I know Michael Strahan was one of them, right?
No, way
that was before.
We're talking about like 2011. JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul,
right?
Justin Tuck,
yeah,
and OCU Manora.
Yeah, and there was a fourth guy. Who's the fourth guy?
Fuck, it's gonna bother me. Look it up.
I'll look it up while you're talking.
And we got Arvell Reese, Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau. And they're pretty fucking good. I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting because we also have a franchise quarterback in Jackson Dart. We got a short, stocky running back wearing the number 44, Scat. And so maybe it'll work. But in terms of the Giants, I want to give a huge, massive shout out and welcome to Francis Mauigoa. And I've seen a lot of reporters mispronounce his name. Apparently they say Maui Noah. I saw a video of him saying Mauigoa earlier today, so I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. But Francis CC is his nickname.
Okay.
We are so excited to have a massive offensive lineman to guard Jackson Dart.
Well, I mean, we were at the national championship game, right? And it was a great experience. We loved it. I have never seen. Who was their quarterback again? What's his name?
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck, right? Came out of Georgia.
Who went to the Arizona Cardinals, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that late pick. Exactly. He'll be a backup to whoever's there. But first of all, those guys were twice the size of our guys. I mean, it's a testament to Indiana, right, that we won the game. But if anybody had as much time as Carson Beck did in the pocket that day,
Fernando had that much time, we would have won by 60 points. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, so those guys are enormous. I mean, look, I think it was Tampa Bay that picked up Reuben Baines. He is a beast.
I was surprised that he went as low as he did, but I'm excited for CC. I think that he's going to be really good for the New York Giants. And welcome to the team. I think we need a good lineman.
Tell me about it.
This year. So we also got a wide receiver.
Yeah, what's his name? Malachi
Fields.
Right.
From Notre Dame.
Yes.
Dad,
yes.
Malachi Fields is a beast. You want to see some highlights?
Yeah, sure. You'll pull it up?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. While you're pulling that up.
Oh, we're good. I already got it.
All right, pull it up, and then we can talk about some of the other teams and who they picked.
Oh, yeah, we will, for sure, because I want to cover more Indiana. But I want to look at Malachi Fields, and I want to look at Colton Hood.
Okay. Do it.
So, okay, here, let me share my screen. We traded up, by the way, with the Browns to get Malachi Fields.
Yeah.
All right, can you see?
Yep, there we are.
Now, and he hits Malachi Fields, who had a touchdown on the opening play from scrimmage, far from the pocket. And a receiver comes free. It's Fields in the middle of the field. A direct snap to Love, and now on the end around face-off throws, and it's caught. Malachi Fields.
Carr claps for it, and here we go. Off the back foot, heaves one deep, has a man. Make it two. And how
he is tall.
Touchdown on 4th and 6 to Malachi Field.
You see who that was against?
Who was it? Miami?
The Seminoles.
Oh, against FSU.
Dad,
Yeah,
wait. Look, let's go back to this play for a moment.
Okay.
This is 4th and 26, right? They're about to give up the ball on a turnover. The quarterback is throwing into 2 defenders and 1 receiver. It looks like it's going to get picked off. And out of the blue comes Malachi Fields, catches the ball, and scores a touchdown. Just watch again.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's BC.
There is against Miami. Oh, he got mossed. Yeah, so he and Malik could be good wide receivers.
All right. I want to show you a few more things, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
We're doing it.
So let's do who else do we want to look at? Oh,
Colton Hood, you said.
I lost my light here.
Okay, there you go. That's what
better?
you get for live podcasting. Yeah.
Oops.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Let's see Colton Hood.
Yep, that's where I'm going next. And then I want to show you what the Giants wide receiver room is looking like at the moment.
Yeah, very nice.
No, because we should see some highlights.
Touchdown for Colton Hood. And Jelly tries the other side. Again, it's an incompletion. That time it was Colton Hood. Oh, speed to the edge in pursuit. Colton Hood takes a shot down the sideline. Incomplete. Colton Hood has had an excellent day in coverage, and he locked up Darryl Gill.
Dad, did you see that?
Yeah.
His celebration, he puts his hood up. Watch.
By Colton Hood.
There you go. I saw that. I love it. That's Florida Gators. Nice. All right. That's Alabama.
Look at the coverage.
I know. Okay.
We like the energy and we like the talent. So now I want to show you Giants 2026 WR practice.
Okay.
Because we got Darnell Mooney now. They're looking good. Am I not going to be able to find this? Let's go to Giants, Darnell Mooney. Here you go. We got so many talented players now.
Where's New York Giant? Here we go.
Here, look.
Okay.
Our wide receiver room right now is Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Darnell Mooney. We got Isaiah Likely, who is a great tight end. I mean, we're looking real good, Dad.
Definitely.
Not to mention we just picked up what's his name?
What? You mean
Malachi
after the
Fields.
draft? Yeah. No, that doesn't include that, right? He's not in the room yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy. And the Giants also picked Bobby Jamison Travis, a defensive tackle from Auburn.
Yeah.
They also picked J.C. Davis, an offensive lineman from Illinois. And they picked Jack Kelly, a linebacker from BYU, correct?
Yeah, they gave those B's and C's. They said they were okay, but they didn't have a lot of other picks in the draft. But
I've
clearly
seen a lot.
Harbaugh's building a defensive room.
I've seen a lot of people, a lot of Giants fans, who are saying things like, seeing Sonny Styles go to Washington and Caleb Downs go to Dallas was the hardest thing to happen because we could have had both of them. First of all, Sonny Styles is a great player. I don't want to throw any shade his way. I think he's going to add to Washington in a very meaningful, powerful way. That being said, Arvell Reese is a better player.
I think he is.
He's ready.
Certainly a lot of other people agree with that.
He's got a higher football IQ, although I don't know how his regular IQ is. And I think he's going to be great for the New York Giants. Arvell, we're very excited for you to join.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in terms of Caleb Downs, look, would I have liked to take Caleb Downs at 10? Of course I would. But Jackson Dart needs to stop getting 6 concussion protocols a season because that will last 3 seasons at most, and we've seen one of them already. So Francis Mauigoa could be really impactful for that. And
so we'll see what happens.
That makes me excited. So I'm very happy with the Giants' first round.
Well, the only reason that people criticize that anyway is because Washington and Dallas are arch rivals. So
of course.
That's why they said that.
So what do we think about David Bailey?
What for
second?
Jets? Yeah, they did. Well, the reason, I mean, David Bailey's a beast, right? He's a great player and he's a big guy. The reason they didn't give him a high regard was not because of him, but because they feel that the Jets already have a pretty good edge rusher in wait a second, let me go back to that. Let me find the Jets.
Look, I know the Jets needed a quarterback, but what were we going to do? Take Ty Simpson at 2?
Right. No, I don't think that they should have. Absolutely not.
I think David Bailey was a good pick.
I mean, I think that here we go. Let's see. Let's go to. I think that let me get the under N, New York.
I was going to say, while you're looking at that, the most shocking one was the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love at 3.
You think? You think it was too high for a running back?
No, I think that the Cardinals are in a much worse position than needing to draft an all-star running back and pay him $50 million.
Yeah, probably. But, the Jets constantly make bad decisions.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is taking a running back at number 3 in today's NFL a mistake, or you think Love is that special of a player?
No, I don't think he's that special of a player. And I don't – who drafted him? The Titans?
The Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals did, yeah. I mean, the Cardinals have a lot of problems, right? Do they even have a quarterback right now? I mean, they have Kyler Murray, right? But he's kind of had injuries and has had different problems.
Carson Beck.
Yeah, right, exactly. No, I don't know. I think – I know a lot of people say that. There's historically running backs haven't been taken as high as Love has been. But, look, how high did who was the year before? Who was the Ashton Janty? Was he the Heisman Trophy winner the year before?
I think he was top 5.
Yeah, I think he was top 5. I mean, the problem is the amount of money you got to pay these guys. So he got a bigger contract than Fernando, didn't he?
Yep.
Well, I guess time will tell. Another problem with running backs is their careers tend to be shorter because they're always running and they're pounding into the line and getting jumped on. And
it's true. I mean, I also felt like this QB room was kind of weird. This class, like not QB WR room. Not a lot of people were taken early, and normally there's a lot of receivers that come in the first round. And I happen to think that this was a pretty talented receiving class.
Look, who else do you think? Who do you like? Who was in the receiving class?
I mean, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for saying this. People are going to say this is bias. Of course it is. I understand that.
Yeah.
Indiana did not get enough respect. We had
a lot of their guys went after the draft.
And Dad, the fact that Roman Hemby was not drafted is ridiculous.
I mean, I think Roman Hemby was good. I mean, you know the problem with Indiana. A lot of people have criticized the fact that these guys are older. They're not young players, and how much are you going to get out of them? But you take a guy like Elijah Surratt, he's going to work his ass off for the Ravens.
Oh,
and he's a talented guy. I don't know. I always felt during the season, yards after contact, Kalen Black was much.
That's why he got picked before Elijah Surratt.
Right. Exactly.
Even
though he's an older guy.
Kalen Black got picked the 90th pick during the 3rd round to San Francisco 49ers.
Right. I mean, there weren't a lot of Indiana guys after Pons. I think Kalen Black was the next one, right?
Kalen Black was the next one. D'Angelo Pons went to the Jets.
Right.
Congratulations to the New York Jets, especially our friends, Rob Wilner.
Right. Because he's
buy a Pons jersey.
A Hoosier, and now he's going to buy both, he said.
And an Omar Cooper jersey. They got both of them. And this is the first time in history that the Indiana Hoosiers have had not one, but 2 players go in the first round of the draft. We also had 8 players total drafted in the NFL draft.
Well, Pons was in the second round?
Pons was in the second round.
Okay.
They're calling them the Indiana 8.
Okay. Plus, a lot of guys got picked up after the draft, didn't they?
Yes, they did. There was a bunch of signed. So the Indiana 8 are, let's start there. The Indiana 8 were Fernando, Omar Cooper, D'Angelo Pons, Kalen Black, Elijah Surratt, Riley Nowakowski, who went to the Steelers. Pat Coogan is at the Tennessee Titans. And Aiden Fisher.
Right.
At
Texans.
The Houston Texans, correct. So those were all guys that went during the draft. Then after the draft was over, there was a bunch of signings. The Steelers signed Devin Boykin.
Yep.
You know
Hemby
him.
Signed somewhere.
Defensive back. Roman Hemby signed to the Las Vegas Raiders to go back with his boy, Fernando.
There you go. That worked out for him.
Mikhail Kamara signed San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, Kamara's a big guy. I'm surprised he wasn't picked. I mean,
EJ Williams Jr. signed.
Yep.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Nice. See, they're building around Fernando.
Mark Langston, long snapper, signed Buffalo Bills. Lewis Moore, defensive back, signed Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, so almost the whole class.
Jonathan Brady
got picked up.
Wide receiver, signed Raiders.
Anybody else?
Mitch McCarthy, punter, signed New England Patriots. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 8. So we got 16 players that were signed to teams, whether that was via the draft or signings after the draft was over.
Right.
Huge congratulations.
And they might get cut. You never know.
You never know. Huge congratulations to the national champions Hoosiers. We're so proud of you guys. Go light it up in the league. We're going to be watching. It's safe to say I'm going to be watching the Jets this season.
That's for sure.
And the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep. And Rob already told me that apparently the Hoosiers coming to Rutgers to New Jersey this year. October, he's getting tickets. We're going. So
I'm jealous, but
we'll let you know.
I'm road tripping with my friends to Bloomington this year for a game.
Nice.
I'm trying to convince them to do Ohio State because it's in Bloom. But
your friend's from Oklahoma, right?
No, my friend's from Dallas. But they went to Oklahoma, so the OU Texas game.
But we don't play the Sooners.
No,
right?
but Sooners Texas is the week before at the original Cotton Bowl. No, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if 2 weekends of football will be too much. All
right, you'll play it by ear. All right, let's switch gears because we're coming up on it. We usually do this for half an hour, so we want to hit the highlights of the NBA playoffs.
Well, we'd like to do 45 minutes on a regular basis. So
we can if you want to.
If we can hit 45 minutes, I'd be very happy with that. So bear with us. We're sorting out our kinks and figuring out everything. But NBA playoffs. Let's talk about the big fucking elephant in the room. Okay, the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
You got your Brunson shirt on. I got my hat.
I do, and they played a really good game last game.
Yeah, but
that just brings it back to New York.
Let's hold the phone.
Right.
That 1 point loss was super rough. Really rough. Hold on. The first one was super rough because we played really hard that game and they stole it from us.
Well, I think we started losing some gas at the end. That was one of the
second one was unbelievable. Mike Brown, shame
comeback
on you. What the fuck are we doing playing a lineup like OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Jordan Clarkson, Jose Alvarado, and Deuce McBride during the playoffs? This is not the preseason. There should be maybe 2 bench players at a time on the court. When we have 3 plus Mikal, who had 0 points in all of game 3.
Yeah.
Along with
that's your problem, right? With Mike's not.
My problem is that we're not coaching well. I don't think that Mike Brown is showing that he is doing what we brought him to do, which is be better than Tibbs. We would have walked the fucking Hawks if Tom Thibodeau was the coach.
You think?
Yeah, Jalen and they would all be fucking exhausted because they'd be the 5 highest minutes per game.
Well, that's what I think Mike's trying to avoid, but it didn't work.
Yeah, but Dad, when there are more than 20 minutes during games 2 and 3, where at the same time Kat and Jalen are sitting on the bench it's a problem. 20 minutes
I agree.
Where neither of them are on the court. What the fuck are we doing? We have 2 All-Stars in New York.
Isn't that how they caught up in the second game?
Yeah, but why are we playing catch-up?
No.
Why are we letting them play catch-up?
I realized that. That was not smart. Well, I guess he changed. I didn't watch the 4th game. You know that. I watched highlights of it. Did he change that approach in the 4th game?
There was some where I was still like, Mike, what the fuck are we doing? But we played very well the 4th game.
I know we were hitting shots this
time. Well, I
that
told myself, I was with my friends at the bar. We were drinking big goblets of beer. And they had a Birch Beer float on the menu.
Birch? Okay. Well, that's not beer, but yeah.
No, it was
dessert. Root beer.
Yeah, after dinner.
Oh, okay.
And with ice cream. So I said to myself, I want a Birch Beer float. If the Knicks take a 12-point lead and they can hold on to it for long enough for me to order the drink, then I'll order it.
Yeah.
By halftime, I was drinking my Birch Beer float. And
nice.
We stayed up by more than 12 the whole game. So, I don't know. Maybe it makes me sound like a fat fuck, but it's all good. I don't normally do this, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know.
What, you mean
reward myself with food.
Fat floats. Yeah, I got it.
Correct.
I got it. All right, so now they're coming back to New York. So basically, we're now in a 3-game mini-series because 2-2 is 0-0, right? So now we're coming back to New York, and they got to convert because I think Atlanta's going to be tough in Game 6.
See, that's what makes me think that you didn't see enough of the highlights of Game 5. No, Game 4.
Game 4. I didn't see a lot of them. You watched it.
Dad, we were in Atlanta. We had their number all fucking night.
I know.
We were scoring at will all night, and they were not. And if we can keep that formula going, we should be able to win the series. A bunch of my friends have said, are you confident now? Fuck no, I'm not confident now. I'm nervous. What?
Look, I've seen a lot of commentators still put the Knicks on like the dark horse list.
I still think they are on the dark horse list. The problem is
they got to get past this round.
I mean, it's just like, look, we know from experience that Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, maybe Josh will join them this year, can score 30, 40 points.